Good afternoon. In the previous class, we are discussing about the solving the regression equation, and hence to find the regression constants, the beta 0 and beta 1, or that is y-intercept and the slope coefficient. Today, let us take up the next part, that is standard error of estimate. Standard error of estimate is nothing but it is a tool actually to test the whatever the values are estimated by solving the regression equations. To accept that, we have to test that. So this is one of the methods to test the regression coefficients. That is standard error of estimate helps us to know that to what extent the estimates are accurate, the precision. So it shows that to what extent the estimated values by regression line are closer to the actual values. See, actually x and y values are given. The known values, the y, the dependent variable depends on x. By solving these, we get some equations, and hence we find the regression line. That regression line how far from the actual values. To test that, that is the standard error of estimate. So for two regression lines, there are two standard errors of estimates. Next, mathematically I can write this as standard error of estimate of y given x equal to square root of summation of y minus y estimated, means y means estimated, the whole square divided by n. That is equal to square root of unexplained variation in y divided by n, where y equal to estimated value of y, the given values of x obtained from the regression line of y on x. N is the number of pairs of observation. Pairs means x values and y values. Then that is equal to standard error of estimate of x given y, other way. So y given x and x given y is positive square root of summation of x minus x estimated, the whole square divided by n. That is equal to unexplained variation divided by x in n divided by n. Now much more convenient formula for the numerical calculation is syx squared. So this is estimate, standard error of estimate y given x, y, that is yx squared equal to sigma y squared equal to 1 minus r squared, or sigma xy squared equal to sigma x squared, or 1 minus r squared, where r equal to the correlation coefficient between x and y, and the r lies between always minus 1 and plus 1. If your values, whenever calculate, you have multiples more than 1, that you have to conclude that your calculation is wrong. Next is the explained variation. Explained variation, it is the variation in which is explained by the variable x. Here, explained variation, don't confuse with variation and variance. Variation is sum of square of deviations of a variable value of the variable with from its mean. Once again, so variation is sum of square of deviation of the value of a variable from its mean is the variation. Variance means the variation divided by its degrees of freedom, capital N or small n. That gives, if it is a sample, then it is a small n, otherwise it is capital N. So that is population variance is capital N, and the small sample variation is small n divided by the degrees of freedom. That gives you the variance. So here the explained variation is different from variance. The unexplained variation, it is not explained. So it is the variation of y which is unexplained by the variable x. This part of the variation is due to the some other factors, maybe affecting some total variation in y values. Mathematically you can write this as the total variation sum of y minus y bar the whole square equal to sum of y minus yx estimated plus y minus y bar the whole square. That gives you ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಹಾಂ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರು ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟೋಗಿದೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ a ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಿ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ a ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಿ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ದ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ವ್ಯಾನಿಶಸ್. ಸೊ a ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ b ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ is remain. A square means unexplained variation, that is y minus y estimated the whole square, plus and unexplained variation. Unexplained variation is y minus y estimated square, plus explained variation is sum of y estimated minus y bar. Y bar is the mean of y, is the explained variation square of that. Now how to measure this? The measured is the coefficient of determination. So it is the measure of proportion of variability in the variable that can be explained by the linear relationship between the variables x and y. Now the ratio of what is the formula for that? Coefficient of determination. You have to determine the precision of the values. So whatever you have estimated by solving the regression equations by different methods, what you have discussed in the previous class, so those estimates, how far it is correct, what is the precision. To know the precision, we use the coefficient of determination. This is the defined as the ratio of explained variation to the total variations is known as the coefficient of determination. That is r square equal to explained variation divided by total variation, implies r square equal to sum of y estimated minus y mean of y, that is y bar the whole square, divided by standard deviation of y the whole square. This implies syx equal to sigma y into 1 upon square root of 1 minus r squared. Similarly the other, by considering the total variation of x, we shall get sxy. Here it was yx means the regression equation of y on x, xy means regression equation of x on y, that equal to sigma x into 1 minus r squared. Now let us take up an example. So two different values are there, x values and y values. To miles, transport charges per mile. So 25, for 25 miles the cost is 32.5 units. So for the 61, 43.3. For 200 kilometers, 85. Similarly others 340, 125, etc. So the rental cost equal to, this is the regression equation determined by solving these, means by solving these two y values, these two variables, one is miles and cost. So rental cost equal to 25 is the minimum plus 0.3 into miles. This relationship explains 100% of the variation in the cost, in the sense whenever all the points of estimated values lie on the regression line, all the points, then there is a relationship, it explains 100% variation. It is not always true, it is very rare. This relationship 100% relationship is very rare, because it is unpracticable, always it is not true. But the line does not always account for all the variability. Let us take up one, see the example, height versus shoe size. In this example, so this is the first column is the height of each person. So 65 is the, for the height of 65 persons, the shoe size is 9. For 62, 8.5. For the 67, 10 shoe size is 10. For the 72, 12, size is 12, etc., etc. For different values are given, this x variable and y variable, and hence by solving these two, the regression equation is determined here. Shoe equal to, for any person, for any height of the person's, shoe size means shoe size equal to minus 16.03 plus 0.39 height. This is the regression equation. See here, see all the points are not exactly on the line as in the previous case. So there is no 100% variation is explained. So relationship is, see, only few points are lie on the regression line. So to measure this, we go for the total. How to measure this? total sum of squares. So it measures the total variation in y values. Y values means given y values and estimated y values. So you have to take the difference of the total sum of squares. Total sum of squares is equal to sum of square of deviations taken from its mean. This is the total variation. This is a total variation. This is not the variance. Variance is different from variation. Variance is this sum of square of deviations of a values of a variable y from its mean. Mean is y bar. Square of that. See in this example in the graph. See the red dots are how far from the straight line. This the regression line. That is the error actually. So only to measure this what is percent error, we use the precision. We use the coefficient of determination to estimate the this error or the precision of the regression values. Next, find the total sum of squares. Height and shoe size y minus y bar. Total is total sum of squares. Sum of square due to total equal to 20.5. This is a total variation is this. Sum of squared errors, residuals, that is total variation explained error. So sum of square due to error. Error means sum of square due to residuals. This is error. Now see, find the total sum of squares. That is 20.5. That is already calculated. Now sum of square due to treatment in the sense total sum of squares here 20.5. Now percent of unexplained error. Unexplained error equal to sum of square due to residual. C means error sum of square divided by total sum of square. That is equal to sum of y minus y estimated the whole square divided by sum of y minus y bar the whole square. That is the total variation. This is the total variation. Now coefficient of determination equal to, formula is like this: 1 minus explained error variation or explained sum of squares divided by total sum of square. Explained. So in this the present example for height and shoe size, find the intercept of the coefficient of determination r squared equal to 1 minus sum of square due to error or explained sum of square divided by total sum of squares. How to calculate this? So we have calculated in this. See, take the sum of y minus y bar the whole square is the total sum of squares and error sum of squares. Estimated square, that is this is sum of square due to error. See, sum of y minus y cap. Y cap means estimated. Y original value is y given values and estimated values. Sum of square of the deviations taken from the estimated value gives the unexplained total unexplained error. See here. So coefficient of determination r squared percent is this. So here 1 minus 3.48 divided by 20.5. See sum of squares due to error or explained variation is the 3.48 divided by 20.5 is the total sum of squares. 1 minus that gives you roughly 0.83. R squared equal to 0.83. So what is the interpretation now? Interpretation is approximately 83% of the variation in the shoe size can be explained by the height. So if at random, suppose your height is say 70 centimeter, 70 inch, then only 100% it cannot be explained. 100% the shoe size, only 83% is correct. So your size may be not exactly the same, only 83% it is okay. Not 100% you can't say that your shoe size is like this. That is the meaning. So approximately 83% of the variation can be explained. So find the coefficient of determination for another example: team batting average and run rate per game. 1 minus r squared equal to r squared ಅಂತದ r ಅಂತದ that is r squared equal to 1 minus explained sum of square divided by total sum of squares. Explained sum of square is y minus y cap the whole square, and the total sum of square is y minus y bar the whole square. That is equal to y minus y estimated is 0.6437 etc. divided by 1.51 minus this, that gives you 0.595. The interpretation of this is 59.5% of the observed variability in the mean number of runs per game can be explained by an approximate linear relationship between team batting average and mean runs per game. So this is the method of solving the coefficient of determination. The question may be asked for the 2 marks question, or at the most 6 marks question sometimes. So stop here. Let us see in the next class.